Level 1. The Candidate. You take the civil service exam. 100 questions. Fire science, mechanical aptitude, reading comprehension. You're competing against 2,000 other applicants for 20 positions. You score in the top 5%. You get an interview. The oral board. 3 fire chiefs asking questions. Why do you want to be a firefighter? What would you do if your captain ordered you to do something unsafe? They're testing your judgment, your character, your ability to handle pressure. You pass the interview. Then comes the physical agility test. You wear full gear, 50 pounds of equipment. You climb 6 flights of stairs. You drag a dummy, 175 pounds, 50 feet. You swing a sledgehammer. You advance a hose line. You climb a ladder. You're exhausted, gasping for air, but you pass. The background investigation. They check everything: your driving record, your credit, your social media, your references. 8 months after you applied, you get the call. You've been accepted into the Fire Academy. Your life just changed forever. Level 2. The Recruit. Fire Academy, 16 weeks, full-time, no pay. You're living off savings, your family is supporting you. You arrive at 0600, physical training, running, push-ups, stair climbs. Firefighting is physical. You need to be strong. You need to be fit. You learn basic skills: ladders, hoses, forcible entry, search and rescue. You practice on burn buildings, controlled fires, smoke-filled rooms. Your first time in a burning building, you panic. The heat is overwhelming. The smoke is blinding. You can't see your hand. Your instructor grabs you. Control your breathing. Follow the wall. Stay low. You make it out. Your hands are shaking. Your heart is racing. You do it again the next day and the day after until the fear becomes manageable. Not gone, just manageable. You learn firefighter survival, what to do when you're trapped, when you're lost, when your air runs out, when everything goes wrong. You learn about the line of duty deaths, firefighters who didn't make it. Charleston 9, trapped in a furniture warehouse. All 9 died. Your instructors make you study it, learn from their mistakes so you don't repeat them. You graduate, your family attends, you receive your badge, you raise your right hand, you swear an oath. You're a firefighter now. Probationary, but officially a firefighter. You're 24 years old, you're making $45,000 a year.
Level 3. The Probationary Firefighter. Your first assignment: Engine Company 12, Downtown Station. You're a probie, the lowest rank. You do everything no one else wants to do. You clean the station, kitchen, bathrooms, apparatus bay. You wash the trucks. You check equipment. You cook meals. Your crew is watching you, testing you, evaluating you. Can you follow orders? Can you work hard? Can you be trusted? Your first fire: 2 a.m., residential structure, fully involved. The tones drop. You're moving, gear on, truck rolling. You arrive on scene, flames through the roof, smoke pouring out. Your captain gives orders: stretch a line, we're going interior. You advance the hose line into the building. The heat is intense. You can barely see. You're crawling, following your officer. You find the seat of the fire. Your officer opens the nozzle. Water on the fire. Steam, hissing. The temperature drops. Fire knocked down. You exit the building. You're covered in soot. Your first fire. You performed. You did your job. Your second month, you respond to a cardiac arrest. Elderly man, no pulse. You start CPR, compressions, hard and fast. Paramedics arrive. They work the code for 20 minutes. The man doesn't come back. You pronounce him deceased. Your first death on the job. Your captain pulls you aside. You did everything right. Some people just die. You're learning that lesson. Not everyone can be saved. 1 year in, you complete your probation. You're a full firefighter now. No longer a probie. You're part of the crew. Level 4. The Firefighter. You're assigned to a ladder company now. Truck 15, inner city. High call volume. Structure fires. Car accidents. Medical emergencies. You work 24-hour shifts, on for 24, off for 48, 10 shifts per month. That's your schedule. You respond to a house fire, family of 5, middle of the night. You're on the roof, ventilation team. You cut a hole. Hot smoke and gases vent out. You're helping the crews inside, giving them a way to breathe, giving them visibility. Search team finds 3 victims, children, smoke inhalation. They're rushed to the hospital. 2 survive, 1 doesn't. 5-year-old girl, dead from smoke. You were on the roof. You didn't find her. The search team did, but you still feel it. You start having nightmares. The dead child, her face. You don't tell anyone. Firefighters don't talk about this stuff. You respond to a high-rise fire, 12th floor, apartment building. You climb 12 flights in full gear, carrying tools, dragging hose. By the time you reach the fire floor, you're exhausted, but the fire is still burning. You push through. You do your job. You make a save. Elderly woman trapped in her apartment. You find her. You carry her out. She's alive. The news interviews you. They call you a hero. You don't feel like a hero. You're just doing your job. You're making $55,000 a year after 3 years. You work holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. Your girlfriend leaves you. She can't handle the schedule, the stress, the phone calls at 3 a.m., the missed dates, the canceled plans. Like and subscribe if you like the new video.
Level 5, the apparatus operator. 5 years in, you're promoted to apparatus operator, also called engineer or chauffeur. You drive the truck, you operate the pump, you manage water supply. You're responsible for the apparatus, maintenance, inspections, operations. If the truck breaks down, it's on you. You respond to a structure fire, you position the truck, you lay supply line, you connect to the hydrant, you charge the line. You're pumping water, monitoring pressure, ensuring adequate flow. The crews inside depend on you. If the water fails, they're in danger. A mayday call. Mayday, 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 firefighter down, 2nd floor. Your heart drops. One of your crew is in trouble. Rapid intervention team deploys. They go in, they find the downed firefighter. Collapsed floor, he fell through, broken leg but alive. They extract him, paramedics treat him, he survives. But you felt that fear, the fear of losing a brother. You're making $62,000 a year after 5 years. You're working overtime, extra shifts, covering for sick calls. You're supporting a family now, wife, 2 kids. The money's decent, but you're never home. Level 6, the captain. 8 years on the job, you take the captain's exam, you pass, you're promoted. You're in charge of an engine company now. You're responsible for your crew, 4 firefighters per shift, their safety, their training, their performance. You make tactical decisions on scene, where to position, what strategy to use, offensive or defensive, interior or exterior attack. You respond to a commercial fire, warehouse, fully involved. You size up the scene, the building's already lost. You make the call, defensive operations, no interior attack, protect the exposures, let the building burn. Some firefighters want to go in. We can save it, Cap. You say no, not worth the risk, nobody's going in there. They're frustrated, but they follow orders. Leadership is making unpopular decisions for the right reasons. You respond to a fatal fire, apartment, single occupant. The victim is found deceased, smoke inhalation. You notify the medical examiner, you preserve the scene, you write the report, you call the family. Telling someone their loved one is dead, that never gets easier, no matter how many times you do it. You're making $72,000 a year after 8 years, but you're also dealing with constant stress, personnel issues, budget constraints, political pressure. You're managing people, and people are complicated.
Level 7, the battalion chief. 12 years in, you're promoted to battalion chief. You oversee an entire battalion, 5 to 7 stations, 10 to 15 companies. You're not riding the engine anymore. You're in the command vehicle. You respond to major incidents. You're incident commander. A massive structure fire, commercial building, multiple floors. You arrive, you establish command, you assess the situation. You request additional alarms, second alarm, third alarm, fourth alarm. 50 firefighters on scene, multiple companies, multiple apparatus. You're coordinating everything: water supply, ventilation, search, attack. You're tracking crews, monitoring air supply, managing resources. The roof collapses. You order immediate evacuation. All companies, evacuate the building, evacuate now. Everyone gets out, no injuries. You made the right call. Minutes later, the entire second floor collapses. If you hadn't ordered evacuation, firefighters would have died. That's command, making life or death decisions in seconds. You're making $85,000 a year after 12 years. You're managing million-dollar budgets, equipment purchases, staffing. You're also dealing with politics, city council, mayor's office. They want to cut funding. You're fighting to maintain service. You attend a line-of-duty death funeral, firefighter from another department, collapsed floor, he didn't make it out. Bagpipes, flag-draped casket, hundreds of firefighters in dress uniform. You think about your own crew, your own mortality. Level 8, the assistant chief. 18 years in, you're promoted to assistant chief. You oversee operations for the entire department. You manage training, staffing, equipment, policy. You're not responding to calls anymore. You're in an office. You miss the fireground, the action, the purpose. Now you're in meetings, budget hearings, strategic planning. But you're making a bigger impact: department-wide changes, new equipment, new training programs, improved safety protocols. You implement a firefighter cancer prevention program, decontamination procedures, medical screenings, gear cleaning. Firefighters die from cancer more than anything else. The carcinogens, the toxins, years of exposure. You're trying to protect future generations so they live longer, healthier. You're making $95,000 a year after 18 years, but you've lost 2 more marriages. The job consumed everything. Your kids grew up without you. You missed everything: baseball games, graduations, birthdays.
Level 9, the fire chief. 22 years in, you're appointed fire chief. You run the entire department, 15 stations, 300 firefighters. You report to the city manager, the mayor, the city council. You defend your budget, your staffing, your operations. You testify at public hearings. You face the media. You're the face of the department. A firefighter dies. Cardiac arrest during a fire. You're firefighter. You notify the family. You plan the funeral. You give the eulogy, bagpipes playing, flag presentation. You hand the flag to his widow on behalf of a grateful city. You carry that weight. Every firefighter under your command, their safety is your responsibility. You implement new policies, better equipment, more training. You're trying to prevent the next death. But you know it will happen again eventually. It always does. Firefighting is inherently dangerous. People die. You retire after 25 years, quarter century of service. There's a ceremony. The department honors you. Level 10, the retired chief. 25 years, thousands of calls, hundreds of fires. You turn in your badge, your radio, your gear. You try to relax, but you can't. You hear sirens and your adrenaline spikes. You listen to the scanner. You have nightmares: the dead child, the collapsed building, the firefighter who died under your command. You develop cancer, occupational, from years of smoke exposure. The doctors catch it early. You survive. Many don't. You think about your career, the lives you saved, the fires you fought, the sacrifices you made, the family you lost. You gave 25 years, your health, your relationships, your life, to serve your community, to save strangers. But you do it again because someone has to. Someone has to run into burning buildings. Someone has to answer the call. And somewhere, a young person is taking the civil service exam. They're motivated, idealistic. They want to save lives. They have no idea what they're signing up for: the trauma, the sacrifice, the cost. But they'll learn. Everyone does.